But where the land is flat, there are no slopes suitable for building cave houses, so a creative alternative developed: silo caves. In constructing a silo cave, a square hole is first sunk into the ground. Individual rooms are then extended from its walls. Most homes have a tree in the courtyard. The tree serves as a warning flag so that passers-by don't fall into the cave by accident. Heading northward, we'll discover treasures buried in the sand, and we'll visit another ancient capital. Then we'll travel through an energy corridor, where a particularly picky water bird lies in wait. Fly too high and the ground becomes too distant. Here, minute algae and various minerals imbue the salt pans with a dazzling array of colours. Dingbian is the major salt-producing area in China's northwest. Its capacity can meet the annual global demand for salt 3 times over. Nowadays, machinery has liberated people from the back-breaking labour. These salt pans were once inland lakes. Due to the unusually high rate of evaporation here, the lakes eventually dried up, leaving behind the gift of salt. The ground in northern Shanxi appears neatly patterned. On closer inspection, the patterns are revealed as potato fields. A rotating irrigation system is employed here. It's centred on the water source, with the fields spread out in circles around it. Many experimental crop fields are found in northern Yulin. The trials going on here could lead to breakthroughs in cultivating deserts. Further to the east, the land reveals its ancient scars. This was the last capital of the Xiongnu people. The Xiongnu were a nomadic people. It's rare for nomads to build cities, yet in 500 AD, the Xiongnu began work on Tongwan. To consolidate the walls, glutinous rice was added to the usual building material consisting of sand and lime. But the city didn't last long. Less than 20 years after its completion, the Xiongnu vanished without a trace into the desert. The Wuding River at one time marked the border between nomadic and agricultural civilizations. Still today, it's a transitional area between herders on its northern bank and crop growers on the southern. With industrialization, the Loess Plateau has revealed its value in another way. It's now the heartland of the China Energy Corridor. Millions of years ago, the area was a diverse underwater ecological system. As generation after generation of living organisms came and went, their fat and protein were trapped and transformed into oil and natural gas. Today, in this region with ample sunshine and strong winds, solar energy and wind power are undergoing rapid development. These new modes of energy have changed the traditional image of the Loess Plateau. Flying over the desert sands, we're suddenly greeted by a lake. Hongjian Now is the biggest freshwater lake in a desert in China. It's also the preferred summer destination of 60% of the world's relict gulls. The relict gull is also known as the Central Asian gull. In Chinese, it's known as Yi-O, literally meaning forgotten bird. Relict gulls are very particular about where they breed. The only places they can procreate are on islands in desert lakes. The water level around the islands can neither be too high nor too low, and the surface must be calm. In short, they are extremely fussy birds. On the final part of this journey, we'll admire the many faces of the Yellow River. We'll follow its elegant curvature to Hukou, and there we'll witness the river at its most powerful. Where northern Shanxi meets Inner Mongolia, the Loess gradually turns into grassland. The Yellow River, which has so far been flowing from west to east, now turns to the north. Here, the Yellow River visibly slows down, as though steadying itself to avoid the rocks ahead. Appropriately, this mountain is named Lotus Chan, with Chan meaning to walk slowly. Despite the seemingly benign landscape, this is a place where life must battle for survival. This multicolored layer of rock is called arsenic sandstone. Only the strongest of weeds can survive here. The gentle, meandering water scenery only reveals itself to those who venture up high. Because the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, people tend to build pathways that are straight. But nature has the time to take detours. This river meanders along, creating impressive curves along its route. Tracing the border between Shanxi to the east and Shanxi to the west, the Jiankun Bend looks like a natural Tai Chi symbol. From its source in Qinghai to Hukou, the Yellow River has already covered a tortuous journey of over 4,000 kilometers. Here, the river is suddenly woken from its repose. The currents become turbulent. With its vast width and at 50 meters high, this is the Yellow River's largest waterfall. The spectacular wild torrents endow Hukou with a legendary halo, transforming it into a stage on which many tales of bravery have been played out. The unstoppable Yellow River is a symbol of the Chinese spirit. Nothing can prevent this river from surging on towards a sea that's waiting and welcoming.